Do they have like cars overseas and stuff like that?
When you get way over the seas, eventually there's cars. Did you have hamsters as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to them?
Well,
Don't give him clear shot.
okay, we are. Oh, it did my thing. It did my switch over.
The whole
Yeah,
switch.
I watched it switch over to the other
I
camera.
I did too. I mean,
I wonder why it does that. All right. Anyway,
Fucking
welcome
broken.
to the Clear Shots podcast.
pigs are loose, bro. I always forget to take my socks
Gotta
off.
get the dogs out.
The dog's got to be out, bro. I get steamy when I start talking fucking loud.
Yeah. Well, I have a little fan now, so that'll keep it air circulating a little bit.
Yeah. No more mildew in between my toes.
No more dewy toes. The old dewy
Do
toes.
the do.
What is the episode? We're getting close to 140, aren't we? Is this 140?
You're asking me.
You know, here. Actually, I'll look.
Doesn't it say on the coasters?
No, it doesn't say on the.
I always thought we got new coasters each episode so we could keep track.
Let me see. 139, 140 is
This
today.
is it.
All right.
So what's that? 140.
140.
Is there a cool thing that's
It's a
140?
rounded number. No.
Like, what if it's baseball terms? Like, what
There's-
if you get 140 home runs in a year? Is that a good year?
Well, here's the thing.
140 homers. That's like less than one a game. That's about 100. That's about one a game. 140 home runs in a season? That'd be
Well-
the most ever.
Chances are you're going to have less than one a game. Like, because if you have one a game, like,
But-
that's next level. And people are going to watch baseball at that point.
Yeah.
Do you think that would get people to watch baseball?
Caitlin
'Cause
Clark, the Caitlin Clark effect. You have to get somebody that's doing something that nobody has done.
Yeah,
If-
but that's why Otani was big for a while.
But
Because people were watching baseball a little bit because they were at least paying attention to baseball. Because,
The problem is that he plays on the West Coast, though.
yeah.
And so, like, baseball is probably huge as fuck on the West Coast. Maybe. I don't know. Does anybody
yeah, I
watch
mean,
baseball at all? I mean,
LA
you
is
do.
LA is a pretty.
LA is big. It's like one of
It's
the biggest
a-
towns in Cali.
The problem is the Dodgers are the team there. It's not the Angels.
Yeah, it's like a White Sox Cubs thing.
And the Angels aren't even in LA.
No, they're in Anaheim.
Yeah, so it's not really.
But yeah.
So
like,
no, there's nothing that's 140. No, 140 is actually like the least.
I think 140 is
used.
the caffeine content of the white Ultra Monsters.
Mm.
Somebody, Jamie, pull that up.
That's weird. 140, huh?
140, yeah, because it's like
Not
20.
50?
It's 20 milligrams less than the regular Monster.
Is it 160 then? Their normal one?
Yeah, I think so. I only know
That's
this 'cause
not a
I
normal
literally.
monster though. That's
This is a zero sugar one. That's gonna be like 180. No, that's 160. So maybe 160 is the default.
Oh.
I was at Garofalo's just now. I drank the Red Bull on the way here, but yeah, I've been looking for Monster imports, and I don't think anybody has them anymore.
I haven't seen those in a while.
They were the best ones with the crank top, and it
Mhm.
goes. Yeah.
it like pops and shit.
Yeah, and there's like mist coming out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, you want like a misty
smoke,
monster.
the steam.
Yep, big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 140, like, okay, what about 140 stolen bases? That's pretty fucking good, right?
Stolen bags is that's a lot of
If you
stolen
get,
bags.
because there's 162 games in a season,
You would
that would be a steal like every
couple games maybe every series, every
of
series,
8 every 10 games.
probably. Yeah, you'd at
Every
least have a steal
9
every
games you get
series.
8
That's-
steals.
It's a lot of fucking steals.
That's fucked.
You would have to be real fast.
You'd be really good. Wasn't there a guy there was a guy, like, is it Ricky Hernandez? What the fuck is his name, dude? The guy, God, why can I not remember his name? The dude that has the
Aaron
most
Hernandez.
steals. Aaron Hernandez. Who has the most steals in baseball? He's really, really, really good. He's like really awesome, actually. Hey Siri,
The most steals.
who has the most steals in baseball ever?
Oh,
Ricky Henderson, black
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, hang on. Ricky. It's not Claude. It's not Donovan. It's not Gale. Ricky. I got it. Ricky Henderson. He had like 200 steals in a season, I think, didn't he?
Well, yeah.
Did he have 2 hundo? Or am I thinking of Wayne Gretzky? He didn't play baseball.
I don't know
though.
what his record would be, but I'll tell you. It's very hard to steal now. Like I feel like the pitch clock too is kind of changing things because pitchers have to throw after a certain amount of time.
Huh? They have like a shot clock now for pitching?
Yeah, pitchers have
Really?
to start their pitch within like I don't know what it is, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, something weird.
Huh.
But they I have completely neglected baseball this year because the Angels are just bad, and Trout has re-injured himself.
Yeah.
After he like injured himself early, like rehabs, and then he's like, I'll just do it again, and then injures again. And you know, when you lose Ohtani and all this shit, it's just not. It's not. I don't really give a fuck this year. So, but with the pitch clock and stuff, I think they're going through all their processes faster as a pitcher.
Yeah.
So like,
has it been good or bad as a whole?
And I don't think you're allowed to throw pickoff attempts a certain number of times.
You're only allowed 2?
Yeah, it's something like
Something
that.
like that.
They changed like a lot of rules, but it's like that could make it harder to steal bags, but it also could make it easier. I just think some guys, like, if you can steal a base, if you're fast enough to do that without a big lead, that's the key there. If you take a big lead, like, usually they can tell that you're going to take off or whatever. But catchers have really good arms now too. So
is that the most important position in baseball? Catcher? Besides pitcher, obviously. Like, you want to have the best starting pitcher, but if you have the best catcher in the league, is that better than having, like, the best shortstop or the best center fielder?
That's tough to say that.
Like, if you had a team, you could pick from 8 different teams, and they're all the same, except one of them has the best, you know, one team has the best catcher, one has the best first baseman, so on.
I mean, optimally, you want.
Would you want to build around the catcher? I always thought that's what it was.
Sort of, yeah. He's sort of like
because they don't have any numbers.
He does
catcher
call
and shortstop don't have
pitches
numbers
and things like that. But like,
right.
You also want a good center fielder.
Right, they don't have numbers either. None of the fielders have numbers.
You want to?
It's RF, CF, LF.
What?
I think that's what it is, though. First baseman, second baseman, third baseman. They have a number in their name, so they're kind of interchangeable. Shortstop is like the Joker card.
What's the number? What do you mean?
Like when you look at a depth chart, when you look at a baseball
like
depth
lineup?
chart, yeah, on the lineup, it'll be like 1B, 2B, 3B.
Okay.
Right. So those 3 positions aren't as important because they have numbers in there. That's how you figure it out. You're not following me at all.
No, I don't understand where that comes in, how that comes into play. But
I just don't think the infield is as important as the outfield. But I think the catcher is the most important position.
Well, the Angels were in the outfield, if you think about it.
They were, and they won.
And so you got to consider that.
But
they were not Angels in the infield.
Wasn't Wild Thing the catcher? From or no? I'm thinking of
Wild Thing.
I'm thinking of Tiger Blood guy, Charlie Sheen. What's that one?
No, he was in Major
the
League.
Closing pitcher. He was the closer.
He was
right?
in Major League.
That movie was fine.
It was a pretty fun movie. There's a lot of good baseball movies.
Baseball has the best sports movies,
Yeah,
I think.
it does.
Besides, where's the one where G-Baby gets shot, dude? Fucking Keanu Reeves, bro. Hardball.
I feel like
that one was fucking tragic.
Yeah. What a film, huh?
Wicked good. Blindside level good.
Baseball is easier to replicate though, like on screen.
Yeah, it's all scripted.
And it's slow paced, so it's like a lot of drama.
Yeah, and when you're watching baseball, you're naturally imagining a fucking scenario in your head to get yourself through the game.
Yeah, like something cool.
Yeah, you're like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if these were all ghosts? That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I freaking was picking a scab earlier today.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I know you're
and
not
this
supposed to,
will
but
not
who
stop
doesn't?
bleeding.
Who doesn't
It will
do
not
that?
stop bleeding. I
No
took the
one-
Band-Aid off on the way downstairs earlier, and I was like, this was gonna be a bad decision. I should have brought an extra Band-Aid.
Yeah, nobody leaves scabs on though. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
Unless it's like an accident and you forget about it or something, and it's in a spot that's.
It doesn't matter where the scab is, and it's getting picked.
Oh.
But back to fun baseball films. Has there been a fun baseball film recently? Also, what's your favorite one? Is there one that's like the unequivocal best?
Recently, I don't think so, but I can't like.
Little Giants?
They
No,
don't
that's
really
a football
make.
movie.
I don't even
The
know. Do they
Sandlot?
even make sports movies anymore? I feel
I
like
don't know
they've all been happened.
Do they
already.
make sports movies? Do they make movies anymore? Is my
They
question.
barely do.
The last movie I've heard of was Parasite,
Yeah,
and that was years ago.
yeah. They.
You asked me,
barely-
you're like, what's in theaters right now? I'm gonna say fucking Parasite and
The
a Star
Revenant.
Wars.
Yeah, like something like that.
I have no fucking
Something
idea.
from-
I have no idea.
Something from like
Deadpool.
2000.
I think there's a Deadpool movie right now. An Avatar 2, maybe.
There's a Deadpool thing. The Wolverine Deadpool movie.
That's insane.
They're just like
They're
Now
like,
they're just
we're out
like-
of ideas.
yeah, and they're like, let's like put this. They have like all of them in like a line, and then they just go this one and this one for this movie, and then they go this one and this one for this movie. They probably close their eyes and just go. "Eh."
I've just accepted I'm not the target audience for most things. You know?
Yeah,
So like
I never got into Marvel.
I don't know what I'm the
movies.
target audience for.
Well, I never watched. Like, I got into. I obviously like I've seen like Spider-Man, like the original ones, but they're not part of the Marvel universe.
No,
Like,
they're part of the good movie universe.
yeah, they're part of what was actually good.
Yeah, they're part of cinema history. This shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
First
But-
off, how are you going to keep making Spider-Man movies? We already did them. They're already done. They did it a second time. People are going to be like, the new ones are good. Tom Holland's the best. No, he's not. I don't care what you say.
No,
I
yeah.
literally do not care.
Well, here's the problem. You're doing
And
it.
if you like Andrew Garfield more, then I hope whatever is affecting you mentally goes away soon.
Yeah. And they're sitting there filming this thing, right? But like somebody done did it already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm not understanding.
I'm such a punk. I love all the Spider-Man films, but there's just something about the Tobey Maguire films that there is like a lens of like bias and nostalgia, but I think it's also just the way that they were directed. Sam Raimi.
It was that
Like the way that they were crafted.
it was also cast really well too, I thought.
Yeah, you had Spider-Man, you had the Green Goblin, you had Doc Ock, you had Mary Jane. Like you had all the
the
you had
green
all
guy, the
hits.
red guy. You know what I mean? That's what you wanted was red versus green. You got like a plastic film on that. Well, I guess so we are brought to you in partnership with our friends over at Dubby Energy. And he's trying to open his tub here right now.
Yeah, Seth got me this for my birthday. And I
Well,
really,
it's not okay, but
I
yeah.
really appreciated it. He didn't know what
I
one
actually
to get
did.
me, so
you know what
he's
I
like the
actually
blue
got
one.
you? What though?
You
was
got me the
mustard.
Where is it? Yeah, it's still down there.
Yeah, mustard. Just
That's staying forever.
yeah, it's never going anywhere. It's gonna be good for a while though. And when we do eventually have to take shelter down here, we have mustard to keep us alive. Anyway, Dubby is a powder form energy drink. It comes in a little tub here. A little tubby of Dubby.
It's like a drum.
Yep, that's correct. You can drum with it before you start drinking it, and you just add it to water, and it gives you some energy, dude. Has vitamins in it. It's got nootropics. Makes you think better, more good.
It's
It
got a
makes
nice
you-
like powdery feeling when you
Yeah.
get some of it in your nose when you're trying to open it.
Yep, it makes you think more better.
It tastes really good. Sometimes,
You get a free silica gel packet in there too, I think.
yeah, don't eat it. Please don't eat it. You shouldn't eat it.
But I would hold on to it though, just in case.
Just in case.
Sometimes
Just in case
need
you get a
those.
little hungry.
And you can get 10% off when you go to their website, dubby.gg, and you can use our promo code CLEARSHOTS, CLEARSHOTS. 10% off. It's a fucking steal. Here, hold on. Check that out. Check that little banner. There's your promo code. Go to the website. Buy it. You know what I mean? Have some energy. That's the blue raz he's doing right there.
It's in my sinuses.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to just throw the powder back. You're supposed to put it in like...
It's a toss and wash. It's a toss and wash. That's what they...
He just got tubbed.
I just got tubbed.
I've been tubbed.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, snacks. That'll
Yeah.
wake you up.
We got other tubs here too. I'm gonna take care of those two down there. I think this one's going over to Dave.
Which is one cheddar peach?
It's like peach something.
Beach and peach. Cheddar peach would be fucking interesting. There isn't really cheese flavored drinks, which is funny because everybody likes cheese, but nobody wants to drink it.
No one wants to drink it.
Isn't that? You ever notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a cheese drink. They did try it with chocolate with the Yoo-Hoos. They tried doing that.
But that's a thing, though.
I don't know.
I bought a Yoo-Hoo on the way here like a month ago.
I feel like I could pass on that.
I mean, most people should pass on Yoo-Hoos, but
Do you think if we developed a cheese drink though, like, and we could do different like you could do cheddar, you could do a pepper jack flavor, you know what I mean?
if you put fucking like creatine and pre-workout in it and had it be cheese flavored, it would fly off the shelves.
Now, would it be cheese flavor or is it going to be natural cheese? Like you could like melt it down and like a nacho cheese.
It's gonna be whatever,
but thinner. You got to thin it out.
We got to figure out what cheese it's doing to get their cheese into the its. You know,
Yeah,
like I don't know how they do that.
how they get it into it.
Yeah, because the cheese, it's cheese. It's, you know what I mean. So like, there's got to be a way to do that in drink form, like a Danimals. What's a Danimal anyway? Let's figure that out first.
Well, a Danimal is
it's a product, right?
yeah, but it's like so Danon makes it, right?
Yep.
And there's like something about animals, you know.
They're
what I mean?
animal shaped
But
bottles.
they tried to do. Huh?
I think weren't the bottles shaped like animals?
I don't think they are.
I always, or the animals were bottle shaped.
Animals are not bottle shaped.
Well, the animals were shaped into the shape of bottles, I think.
huh? Wait,
I'm pretty
so-
sure there was a promo where like you bought Danimals and like the Danimals looked like the animals, but they were just in bottle form.
I thought animals were just regular, I
Like
thought it
mascot
was-
characters.
I thought it was just like yogurt. It's just there's yogurt or something. You know
yeah,
what I
but
mean?
it's drinkable.
like regular yogurt.
No.
yeah, it's drinkable. But
you drink it. It's like a drink.
But what does it have to do with animals? is
I
what I'm
think
trying
it's
to
called
figure out.
Danimals.
Let me pull up
It's
some
called
Danimal
Danimals.
animals.
That's why it's animals. It's like for kids.
I gotta pull up
Because
Danimal
kids don't
animal.
want to drink yogurt unless they think it's coming from the husk of a dead creature. I don't want to drink yogurt unless it's from the husk of a corpse.
Danimals. Kids
See,
yogurt.
look.
Why
now
is
it's
it
in
like
pouches.
a pouch?
What
Yeah,
the
what the
fuck?
is that? What a nightmare! Look
See,
at
look.
that. It's like a monkey.
See, it's a monkey in the shape of a bottle. I fucking told you.
It's more like a bottle with a monkey on it. You know what I mean? That's not a monkey.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it's not a monkey being a bottle. You see? Wait, why does he have one of those composition books?
I thought that looked
What
like
is he-
that looks like a dagger of some sort.
No, I think he has a composition book.
Oh my god, it is. He's going to school.
Oh, he's a back to school Danimal.
yeah. A go-to favorite for kids. these Danimals yogurt smoothies.
He's
Didn't
got
they
his book
find out
bag
that
over his
Danimals are
shoulder.
actually wicked bad for you? I don't even think you
Oh.
can get them anymore. I haven't seen them.
Well, they're in stock.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're supposed to be. There should be some
That's
legislation coming
BJ's,
out.
though. I don't think anybody goes there.
I've heard people saying it's bad for you for years.
There's different ones. There's a football one.
But footballs aren't animals.
There's pouches.
That's
So
insane.
I need
it looks
to
like an
get
IV
these
bag.
fast. How do I get these here on my doorstep overnight? Is this? Oh, that's Target. I thought they were out of business.
We were talking about that earlier.
yeah.
Yeah, because I keep looking for that shirt.
They're not on like Amazon. I don't see Amazon.
There it
I
is,
probably
right
could
there.
get
Free
'em-
shipping. Dan. Oh, that's in the.
Yeah, $72. All right.
It's got to be pretty good.
Walmart $5.37 for.
Is it even stored cold though? What if it's just stored in like somebody's back room?
We can pick it up right now. We can
But
take a
I don't
break
want
and-
the cotton candy one.
We'll take a break and go get some Danimals. But I really did want the pouches though. I don't see them. Anyway, that's what's going. That's now that you're caught up with Danimals. Where do we go from there? Where do we go from Danimals?
Oh, 140.
140.
Mm-hmm.
140
140 touchdowns in one season would be crazy, and also probably impossible. I don't know if you would get 140 of. You would get 140 touchdowns in like a career as like a running back or a receiver.
Yeah. What's something you could eat 140 of?
Sour Patch
Fries?
Kids, Cheez-Its,
Yeah.
rice,
Nacho cheese.
ounces of
Well,
nacho
you just
cheese.
have to count how many
nacho
cheese you have.
cheeses you do?
And
140 scoops.
yeah.
Easily.
How
How many Pringles
those
is
fucking pops, the ice pops, the push-up ones, the
plastic?
yeah,
Yeah.
the pure sugar ones.
Those
that
are
you
the
just
best
freeze.
ones. Hmm.
I can do
100.
140 of those.
Yep.
Uh,
140 Nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah, well, they get tough after a little while.
Doubt it.
Yeah, you can pull it
Chicken
off.
wings.
Oof. 140 chicken wings. That's a lot of chicken wings. You'd have to give me a couple sessions. I'm certainly not eating it all at once. And if I did, that'd be impressive. I'd probably get a medal for that.
Yeah.
Some kind of
140
award.
chicken
They'd
wings
probably
is
build
actually-
a fucking
That's actually
statue.
absurd. That's like almost 40 chickens.
Yeah, if you go by wing, yeah. Of
Yeah.
course. Get rid of these Danimals, take these off the screen.
Just
'cause that's only
fucking
gonna
40.
distract me.
Just the 40 chicken carcasses in your stomach.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what I should have done. I should have gotten wings from Garofalo's on the way here. That would have been the move.
And then we could eat wings on the show.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. We'll do a wing episode.
Yeah, wing it.
Yeah. Oh, in other news, we lost an episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. That sucks. It was a good one, too.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it was fun. Because in the last episode, at the end of it, we said, hey, we're going to go do a banked episode. So we did it. And then, and it was awesome. Oh my God, it was so good.
I don't even remember. Do you remember what we even
We talked about like legendary shit, you know what I mean? Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure, dinosaur games for computers, you know what I mean? Like Windows 97 dinosaur related games. That Jurassic Park game.
Danger Zone. Yeah, that game was sick.
And then so I'm, sitting there and I'm trying to make it nicer, right? I'm putting the videos in so that people can see what we're watching. And I export it and it goes bye-bye. And it put it right over the other file. For some reason, it defaulted it to that. It defaulted it to the same file name of the file that I was using, which doesn't make any sense. But that's a mistake that can't be made again. Now that I know that it tries to do that to you. Anyway, it's Lost episode number 2. The first one you will never see because it's absolutely, it's bad. And I don't even think I have that one anymore. If I found it, I would listen to it.
I'm scared to.
But wasn't there one? Is that what I'm thinking of? Where like we were just playing Mortal Kombat?
We were playing Mortal Kombat,
and it wasn't even like a podcast. We basically just like were playing Mortal Kombat.
We were playing games, and then we were we were playing multiplayer games with randoms and being wicked mean to them, like over the mic.
And
it was really funny.
Though.
It was
like,
really funny, but it was really really mean.
Yeah, and it's all just audio too.
And we were hammered.
Yeah,
and
all you hear is
drunk. Yeah, you just hear
fucking fuck you, you fucking
just beep beep fucking beep.
I should post it and censor the. Oh, dude, that's the way to do it.
Censor the entire
beep
episode.
Everything out. It would just be
it
one.
Would just be beeps.
Like a consistent.
It would be so bad because we had different games going on. Different screens at one point.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
It was really bad. We thought it was going to be, I think we were trying to do something that had never been done before and will never be replicated.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to shoot your shot, you know what I mean?
I think the idea of what we were going for then was funny, but there's no feasible way to execute that. I think what we were trying to do was
in concept, in theory, it's good. In practice,
we were trying to be really funny.
Yeah, in practice, it didn't work out.
But it was just bad.
Yeah,
I remember. I remember not remembering anything. I remember waking up at like 1 p.m. the next day, and a bunch of text messages from you that were like, "That episode is never being released." I was super hungover. I was like, "What episode?"
The fuck you talking about?
I was like, "What the fuck?" I got no idea, man. Was that the night that I got stopped by the cops on the way home?
Peeing at the
for peeing behind the Lincare building.
That might have been that.
It might have been the same night.
It could have been because, yeah, it was over there.
There were many times where I got drunk. Up until I quit drinking, I was getting drunk on every episode, I think. But there were only like 3, 4, 5, maybe 8 or 9 times where I blacked out on the show. I think that was one of them. For sure, that was one of them. And for sure, the Lincare building was another.
Yeah.
That was back in the heyday of the Hey Nows.
Yeah.
You know?
We started doing video pretty quick, though.
Yeah.
Like, it was only like 15 episodes or something.
Which is pretty crazy. Remember the episode we recorded? Didn't we record an episode with Jesse during a fucking lightning storm?
Oh my god!
Remember that one?
The power was literally out, and my laptop had power, and I was like, "Fuck it, we'll just run it."
We recorded an episode by candlelight.
Oh
during
shit!
a fucking
that's
lightning
right.
Storm.
That's up, isn't it?
Yeah,
that did go up.
Yep. 140, man. Wow, we did it.
Yeah. 140 is like not a milestone at all. It's just like it's a rounded out number.
It's crazy.
Even if it's like even weird if you celebrate 150 though, right? Because that's a weird milestone too.
No.
Although 150 is like good for considering. The thing is, we've been doing this since 2017 with like pretty big. We had 2 big gaps in this show, like almost a year.
Yeah.
Probably a whole year.
Over a year. And
so, I don't know. We'd probably have more episodes, but we didn't ever have a schedule. At least we have like a schedule now.
Yeah. It's been 7. It's going to be 7 years this year. This November will be 7 years we've been doing this. It's pretty cool.
I
kind of like that. Yep. 140, man. I love.
What do we do with a decade episode? Our 10-year anniversary.
Fuck. I don't know.
We gotta have something big, dude.
Little
like
Caesars.
We could like play Mortal Kombat with like the just audio, and we'll play Mortal Kombat and talk shit to people on the internet.
Yeah, and we'll get people that sound just like us, and they'll hurl racial slurs at the people we play against.
Yeah.
But it won't be us. But they'll sound just like us.
We'll have like guys behind us that say the bad words when we point to them.
Yeah.
We have them written on our arm, and we have.
It's like a coach wristband.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
That was one of the things. I mean, everybody, most people that have played video games with me have experienced me getting salty, but mostly I just talk shit to whoever else is on the other team. Except that one time in Helldivers where I'm pretty sure I made those children cry. But they had it coming.
Yeah.
But the slurs was never one I liked. I always just like talking like very seriously about how their life has no meaning. Like you don't have to hurl the racial slurs at people, but just be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you actually doing?
Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yeah.
Like there's more to life than this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then, or you just be wicked nice to them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do shit like that. I would have people that were mean to me in Call of Duty or Halo. And then I would be like, hey, it's cool. We could just be friends. And I'd be really, really good friends with them. And then after like a month of playing games with them every day and being really nice to them, I would just disappear, block them on everything, and disappear.
My favorite shit is just finding a random guy for no reason, but just calling them out specifically and just being like, hey, man, and like making fun of their name or whatever. And just like for no, like, I don't know why. Specifically, Colleen pops into my head from Rocket League.
Colleen?
And we kept going, GG Colleen in the chat. I don't even know why we fucking just, for some reason, just like picked him out of the crowd to pick on. It wasn't even on mics. It was all text chat.
I love that. I love Colleen. Remember that kid Hazard Oasis?
Yeah. He's on my friends list still.
He's still in my favorites. It was some little kid. His brother.
What did we meet him in? Was it Rocket League?
It was,
or like PUBG or some shit.
It was like Horde mode and Gears.
Hazard.
It was like the Gears beta, but he only played Minecraft. We were like, what the fuck? But it was the little brother of a soldier that was overseas. And so his brother was overseas, so he got to play his Xbox, and he only played Minecraft the whole time. And then he would get back, and he's like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" We would just constantly message him like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
We should get back into
it. We would just send him emojis, this fucking kid emojis constantly. He would invite us to Minecraft, and we'd be like, "No thanks," with a heart. Every day, dude, he'd invite us to play Minecraft. We'd be like, "No, thanks, buddy. Have a good one."
I don't do that.
He would join our chats. That was back before, like that was when if you were in a party
chat, you could just
hop in or whatever.
If you were friends with them or whatever.
And so we were like, that was before we used Discord. So yeah, that's what it was too. Was he would just be in our party chats playing Minecraft.
Yeah,
and we'd be playing like PUBG with Gary.
Some other shit. That's real. That's actually real.
It's like 3 grown men drinking at 2 a.m. playing PUBG with like a 12-year-old in the background going, "Oh my god, a creeper!"
Yeah.
Asking us for advice on his homework and shit.
Discord pretty much killed game chats, huh? Or the fucking party chat.
Big time. Discord did.
Why don't they just make Well, they have it on Xbox, don't they?
Yeah. It actually doesn't work too bad, but I don't know.
I've used it before to stream Xbox gameplay, but you
can't stream.
Can't see it if you're not signed into your Xbox account. So like if someone wants to watch your stream, they have to be signed into their Xbox account.
Which
is weird.
That happened to us a bit ago.
Yeah.
We were trying to play something. We were trying to stream something to like date.
I was playing the show.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Just streaming it just because I could.
Yeah.
And then, but what's weird is I have to switch over to my headset, then get back in Discord on there, and it's just weird that you can just you should just be able to stream it. It doesn't make any sense that you can't.
Yeah, I have a Discord account that's just for streaming. That's on my desktop and my Xbox, and then I have the other Discord account is for communicating. That's the only reason why it works okay with me, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do anything. It's fucking weird. There's some weird integration stuff. The Xbox original party chat was the king.
Yeah.
Like original 360 chat with the fucking controller or the microphone that just came with the controller there. That's the way it should be. And I hate that the PS4 controller has the mic built in, but when it's on mute, the light is on. The light should be on when it's on.
That's
I think
is
that's
it a
annoying.
good mic? It's probably not
Doubtful. No, it's like an area mic. I remember when Helldivers first came out and I was
good.
playing a
PS4
lot.
has that? The DualShock 4
Oh
has
no,
that?
PS5. Sorry.
5 has to have it.
Yeah.
Although that has a speaker on it. Those did.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Fucking stupid fucking bullshit controller.
They also were like, hey, let's put a touchpad on here.
Yeah.
And then never use it.
Then they were like, hey, let's make the battery life last less than the Godfather Part 2.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
My Xbox, my Elite Series 2, it will last me like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I played probably like 2 hours a night, it would probably still last me a month.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. I've had to charge it like 7 times since I got it. And I've had it for like over a year.
I have the Series 2, but I only use it for emulation because guess what? The fucking right bumper broke. Out of nowhere. Just stopped working.
Yeah. Bumpers are always, for some reason, bumpers just have an issue.
I don't get it. But
They
you know
get
what's
used heavily.
you know
It's
what's
part of the
hilarious
problem.
is that I think I've said this before. I probably, including third-party controllers and wired controllers, I probably have like a dozen Xbox controllers in my fucking apartment. All of them, except for my wired 360 and my original Xbox One controller, have busted bumpers.
Yeah.
All the fucking brand new, all
that
the
360, that third-party 360 controller
Yep.
right there
it's probably the best controller
has
you have.
LEDs and it fucking
Shreds.
has everything still works. There's no stick drift. It's
Yep.
it's a monster.
That's the other thing was like, okay, so I have one controller where the bumpers work, but it's got stick drift on the right stick.
yeah, you got to pick
And
which one
you
you
can't
want to
fix it.
The Elite, at least like with that, I can map it to my paddles and use that. I use the paddles for bumpers anyway.
I guess that's what I got to do. I don't have the paddles, so I bought just
they
the
need to
controller.
abandon the clickiness of the bumpers because that's what the problem is. Like mechanically, it's just plastic.
Yeah.
So of course it's gonna go bad. You're bending it back and forth over and over. It's just like anything. Like it weakens it
Mhm.
over time. They need to have like like it needs to be.
The whole controller should be metal. If I'm spending that much on the controller,
If you're gonna spend $200 or whatever on the controller, yeah, probably.
it shouldn't break within a year. I guess that's my main point. So I bought it. That was a coming home gift last year for me.
It would be heavy as shit though.
Good.
Aluminum. You could use aluminum.
I want it to be steel. I want it to be brushed steel.
Yeah. Brushed metal looks so sick. I fucking love that.
Yep.
It's got such a great fucking like aesthetic to it. That like a black and brushed steel.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah, like
always the way
black,
I went in
like the
any
gun,
like car customization
game.
stuff. Huh?
The game Black. Did you ever play that?
Yeah.
That shit was sick. That's like the aesthetic I want.
It's
from my
not
cars.
that great of a game.
No, but it was
But
cool.
it was completely like a new thing. Like the destructible environments and like the way that things triggered was really cool. Back at the time, it was fucking super cool.
Yeah.
You go back and play it now, you're like, what
Damn.
the fuck? This is pathetic. Like it's not good.
But you were saying, well, COD 4 came out and was like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how games are supposed to feel.
Yeah, Call of Duty still doesn't really have destructible environments though. Battlefield says like, hey, let's just skyscrapers can fall, and you're going, what?
Get out of here. Give me fucking Bad Company 2, where all the houses had no furniture and everything destroyed.
Yeah,
I loved that.
yeah.
Where everything
That's a funny thing too. Is like a lot of houses in games just don't have anything in them, like
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah.
They're not furnished.
You're gonna
Or
say
heavily
something
furnished.
about cars being brushed steel. Are you talking about like Grand Theft Auto?
Well, like in any game where I can customize my car, I always looked for like carbon fiber and brushed,
Yeah.
like steel, aluminum,
Yeah.
brushed aluminum.
I always did matte, like a wrap.
Yep.
Like a matte wrap on a fucking
Yeah.
Buick.
make it the fucking just like murder it out.
Mhm.
Do like the old Batmobile, you know what I mean? The
Mhm.
Batmobile aesthetic.
I like the dude in GTA, that car that you steal. That's like from the 20s, the Z type. That wicked old school car.
Yeah,
That shit's sick. Make that matte black.
I
Put
did
some
that
cool
one
stripes
with
on the
like
tires.
if you put chrome on the accents, it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah. I really love that game. I want to play it again. I have it. I bought it on PC again, so I could play through the story mode again. And I haven't touched it. I've been playing all the Resident Evil games since the last episode of the show. Have you been playing any of them? They were all on sale last week. What are you doing? Do you want to play them? What are you thinking?
I just don't know.
That's crazy, dude.
I don't
2
know.
and 3 are on Game Pass, so you can just play 2. That's the best one. One of the best ones, I guess.
I feel like I gotta finish 4 VR, like the VR one. Because
is 4 VR the full
I'm so
game?
fucked. Oh yeah,
It's the whole game?
yeah.
That's actually crazy.
I'm so fucked in that right now though.
Where?
I loaded up, and I'm at like a boss fight, and I can't remember where it is though.
Are you in a
But
burning
I have
barn?
like no fucking ammo.
Are you in a burning barn?
Did that one already.
Oh, are you in the castle already?
That's at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, there's a room. I think most recently there was like a room that kind of zigzags, and you're getting chased by shit, and then you take an elevator down somewhere. Does that seem familiar?
Mm-hmm.
That's the most recent shit I remember, but I haven't played it. In
So you're fighting a thing in like a basement,
I think so.
and are there like big tanks everywhere, like big like drums?
That's possible. It's been a while since I played it.
Is it like attacking you from the ceiling and shit?
All I know is I don't have any money, and I
Mm,
don't have ammo, so I don't know what
you
to
gotta
do.
start over. That's what happens.
Just go start over.
That's what I do. Dave was actually telling me the other day, he goes, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, I need a perfect run every time. So like I've been playing through all the Resident Evil games. I haven't been saving.
Okay.
It's been pretty fun actually. I got to the sewers in Resident Evil 2 in like just under 45 minutes or so after doing it over and over and over again. It's pretty sick. But 4 VR is awesome. You can dual wield guns.
Yeah, it does really like. It feels really good, and it's
Yeah.
perfect because like it's one of those games where, like, it's weird that you can't move. I always thought that was weird that you can't move while you're aiming, but that puts a lot on what you're doing in VR and I can't remember if you can or can't move in VR. If you can, it's slow, but like it puts like another intensity to that because.
You have to be deliberate.
Dude, it's just so wild. Like, you're fucking shooting some shit and you turn around and there's another one in your fucking face. But it's like, VR is crazy for horror games, dude.
Yeah, big time.
I would like to play, like, Layers of Fear VR or something, but...
Should play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Every time I play, I'm just playing, like, Win Reality to fucking play baseball or, like boxing or football or something. It's mostly
Right.
sports games because they're like,
Well,
if I'm playing something VR, it's the most active you can be with doing that, you know? Like there's a lot of games that are built for sitting, like they support sitting modes. But it's like weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm playing VR, I want to be moving. Like you can play Resident Evil 4 sitting. Or you can play Half-Life Alyx or fucking Skyrim VR and you sit down and just move the controllers. But it's weird. It's like, why am I really in VR at this point?
Yeah, you're basically just using the VR as a peripheral.
It kind of is, yeah. But at the same time, it does change the way it's... I don't know. Because you're still turning with the sticks and stuff, so it's fucking... You're just using a controller. I do like Skyrim VR though; it's fun.
And that's the full game in VR?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How the fuck do they do that?
I just don't know. I just don't know how they do it.
I'd like to play Alien Isolation in VR. That'd be some shit.
Yeah, I wonder if that supports VR.
There's
now.
mods for it. I know that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be a good move to do that, to release that in VR. Like, official, like, first party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I want to play more horror games. Well, I want to finish all the Resident Evil games. I want to see if I can beat them all on, like, hard mode or something. That's what I'm going for right now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play Modern Warfare 3, but game just fucking bothers me.
Don't do it.
It's bad. I didn't even get to play one single game.
Call of Duty just is so bad to me, like, as far as, like, the weapon skill gap always feels like too big for some reason, even though it's really not. Like, the really isn't that big of a skill gap weapon wise. Like, they're not significantly better than other weapons. But I feel like it's hard when you first start to get to a weapon that you feel like they don't make it easy for you to experiment with other weapons. That you kind of like just have to like try some shit with iron sights, and then it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm fucking not doing good and not having fun because I'm using iron sights.
Yeah, I feel like there's a meta to Call of Duty that I don't enjoy.
And their way they unlock shit and everything's a battle pass now, and it's like fucking stupid. It's just not fun to me. I would rather play Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, I just don't want I download the game, it's like 211 gigs, and then I have to boot the game up, download the shaders, and then it reboots the game, and then it downloads the shaders again, and then I uninstall the campaign and the fucking other mode. I uninstall everything that's not multiplayer, and then it boots me out of the game, and then I load it back up again, and it loads in the shaders, and then I finally get into the game and get into a match, and it crashes to desktop. I open it back up, and it goes to download the shaders again. That entire charade happened to me 3 times in the past week.
Yeah, like, why give me the option to remove anything if it's going to break the game? Like,
and that's
also,
what people were saying. They're like, well, you can't uninstall such and such.
So then don't give me the option.
Well, I don't want to play the game then if you're going to take up like a fifth of my hard drive. That's not cool to me at all.
It isn't cool.
It's really unfair to everything else on my hard drive.
Yeah, it is.
Because I'd rather give a fifth of my hard drive to Resident Evil 0 through 9 or 0 through 8.
Yeah, like a bunch of random, like, old games that I'm probably not going to play very much. You know what I mean? I would rather have that than one Call of Duty game.
Literally. That's literally what I have on my desktop. I got Doom 1 through 3. I got
and
Final
like a bunch
Fantasy
of Star
1 through
Wars
10,
Battlefront games.
Battlefront 1 and 2. Blood and fucking Duke Nukem and
like
Shadow Warrior and shit.
Doom 1 and 3. It's
any card deck building roguelike. Every roguelike that's ever been made, it's on my desktop.
I have so much random shit that it's just there.
Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. For some reason I have that installed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
The old AVP games.
I need a hard drive dedicated just to Call of Duty at that point. I'm gonna install a separate hard drive.
And this is the thing that sucks is I like Call of Duty a lot. I really do. I've enjoyed.
I think they botched it. They
most of the games.
They needed to not make 3 just a expansion pack.
What's the next one? It's gonna be Black Ops 6.
6. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm not really. I liked the new Modern Warfare, and I liked Modern Warfare 2, but I think I'm gonna phase out of it again.
Yeah.
I just like lost interest in Call of Duty, and then
I don't know
now it's
how
happening
they did it.
again.
They literally did it, dude. They and Wes, if you're listening to this, you already know what I'm gonna say. They fixed Call of Duty when they did the Modern Warfare reboot. They literally fixed it, and it was fucking awesome.
Yep,
and then Modern Warfare 2, it was fucked up for like 8 months, and then they finally put gunfight back in it. Basically, how good a Call of Duty game is dictated on how good the gunfight game mode is. And gunfight, I couldn't even find in Modern Warfare 3. Granted, I didn't look too hard because I couldn't because I was downloading fucking shaders the whole time.
Right.
But gunfight is the most fun, and I'll never forget it. So thank you, Activision, for at least giving me a year and a half of some of the most fun I've ever had.
And then ruining
and then immediately fucking ruining it.
Well, what do you think about Oddities?
Like, in what sense? Like, cool cryptic shit?
Like, so there was like
people
this
that
convention.
collect bones in jars.
Yeah, there was like a convention recently in Buffalo or something. Oddities and Curiosities. My coworker went to it, right? And that's why I got fucked and had to work by myself. So he goes
that sounds
to
like
this
some fucking bullshit. Like when you're playing Fable 2, it sounds like the tutorial potion center.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Like,
it kind of is.
welcome to Bilderberg's Oddities and Curiosities.
Yeah, like a little stand, in the town
He's got a
square.
really twirly mustache, but every time you see him, it's shaped differently.
Yeah. I picture the guy that sells the hair growing shit from
Red Dead.
Sweeney Todd, from the fucking Sacha Baron Cohen's character.
Borat.
Yeah, Borat. So anyway, he told me he's going to this Oddities thing, and I could not stop making fun of him about Oddities, dude. How is that like a hobby? Fucking Oddities. Yeah, like, hey, what do you do outside of work? I'm like an Oddities guy.
It's the name of it.
Oddities is my hobby.
It, I think collecting shit's
I'm into
cool.
Curiosities.
It makes you when you say it like that, it makes you sound like a total dunce.
It's so stupid.
But
and it's just like mice in jars
Yeah.
and shit, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's just the name.
Like eyeballs. It's always eyeballs for some reason. I just can't get over the Oddities, dude. Don't call them odd. Like
one man's oddity is another man's curiosity.
Yeah, and like I don't know. Like if you're gonna go to a convention, that's too many Oddities. Like it just is. And like he brought home like
At that
7
point,
or 8
It
Oddities.
becomes like an evenity.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you want to get if you get 7 of them, you're fine because that's still an odd number. But I couldn't believe how many Oddities he brought home, dude. It was insane. He was showing me all his Oddities. I was like blown away by all the Oddities. Dude, it's so fucking funny. It's just not a cool. It's like it's a very weird. Like, what is the crowd? What is the crowd like there? What do they smell like? You know what I mean? Like, what's the
demo?
Yeah. I feel like it's a lot of
White people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whites, dude.
A lot of honkies.
And he's not even white. That's what's funny.
That's awesome.
He's
a unicorn.
Yeah, he was probably the only one that wasn't white.
They probably thought he was.
I'm gonna ask him.
They
that.
probably thought he was one of the Oddities.
He was.
They were probably wicked curious about him.
He was.
They were like, oddity. "Damn, this mug needs a big ass jar."
He is one of the Oddities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him.
Do they make jars big enough for people?
Well, that'd be like a tube. Like, how big does a jar have to be good?
What do you mean?
That's such a clear shots question.
How big
does a jar have to be before it's a tube? Like, you know what I mean?
No, because a jar could be. I mean, I don't think it goes jar tube. I think it goes jar barrel drum.
I don't know, because if you just have like a really big jar, it's just gonna look like a big tube. Like to you, like if you have like a jellyfish exhibit or some shit, right? That's a tube, but it looks like a big jar. You know what I mean?
No.
Like a round jellyfish exhibit.
A tube?
Yeah.
But tubes are like cylinders.
Okay.
Jars don't have to be cylinders.
Well, you can get squared, rounded, squared circle jars.
Yeah, like a mason jar.
Like a mason, yeah. What do I put? Jar versus tube?
Is a jar a tube?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think what it's gonna say is That's the first time anybody's ever Googled that.
Yeah, look, a jar can be cylindrical or slightly conical, while a tube is a cylindrical hollow body. So actually, tube would be the Charmander to Jar's Charmeleon.
Right, but that's not my question. Like, how big does a jar have to be? Like, okay, so if it's a rounded jar, right? Tubular jar.
Right.
How big does the jar have to be before it becomes considered a tube?
I don't think it's the size that dictates whether or not something is a jar. I think a jar is dictated by whether or not it has a lid like a jar lid.
Well, it definitely has to do with
like
that.
I think once. Okay, I see what you mean. It's like slugs and snails.
It's like if
a
it's
slug,
really big.
a tube is always a tube. A slug is always a slug. You slap a shell on a slug, you got a snail. You slap a lid on a tube, you got a jar. You know what I mean? Like, not all horses are tiny ponies, but all tiny ponies are horses or something like that. You know? Or all tiny horses are ponies, but not all ponies are tiny horses. Or they are. But they don't keep jellyfish in jars. That's a SpongeBob thing. Jellyfish tube?
Yeah, that's a SpongeBob thing. Yeah, like these, see what I mean?
Yeah, that's a tube. Right.
But I'm thinking of like an like a big aquarium one.
Well, then that's just a completely different, because jar isn't a shape. A tube is a shape.
It can be what's the difference though? Like, that
has
a top. It has a
no. I see what you're trying to do, but no, you're really
that could be a jar.
You're really splitting hairs here.
It looks like those Headway plastic bongs is what it actually looks like. Those plastic Headway bongs.
No, it looks
also
like
mixed with like
it looks like Balls energy drink.
Or
is it Orbits? What was the one that had the balls in it? You know what I'm talking about?
It had balls in
drink. It was the drink that had like tapioca. It was tapioca, like boba tea. No?
Nope. I don't know.
Chat. Put in the chat, whatever the chat is. Let us know.
Jellyfish exhibit?
No, because that'll just show you like a fucking aquarium, like a proper aquarium.
That's what I was picturing in my head, though, was like a big one like that one.
So that's a tube. That's not a jar. That's also a tube. That's not a jar. Want to know why it's not a jar? Because it's not it's not a jar. Look at it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, how big if it was a jar, what's the point where it just becomes like, it looks like a tube?
Once you take off the twisty lid.
The top is
if there's no twisty lid with the other lid and the twisty and the lid on it.
That's the main factors.
Yeah. Like that's just TV screens of jellyfish. Those jellyfish aren't really there. Get out of here with that. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's just screens.
That's fake.
Yeah, what are you gonna do though,
See, I think what they should do at zoos is they should like,
it's an aquarium.
If people have the death penalty, they should feed them to the animals at the zoo. That'd be fucking hardcore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they should just throw them in there and like.
They're like, if you win, you get to live. It's like, here's the trick.
It's like
as soon as they get ready to like defend themselves, we just arrow through the thigh.
Yeah.
The game's rigged from the start.
Did they do that in Idiocracy or what? Like, because they had the rehabilitation thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to like fight some shit like cars or whatever. But I don't think the rule was if you survive, you are good to go. There had to have been a movie where that happened, right?
Death Race.
It's not really man versus, like, they throw you in a pit.
No. Game of Thrones. They did that with the slaves. With the
Star
fucking
Wars,
fighting pits.
Return
of the Jedi?
Yeah, Return of the Jedi, where he has to fight the guy.
He has to fight the Bullrog. And he fucking crushes him with the door.
Yeah.
The Tarbeck. What the fuck is he called? The Twi'lek?
No, because you're thinking of the Sarlacc.
The Sarlacc?
Yeah, because that's the one that's in the sand and...
Yeah, it's like a parrot beak in the sand.
Yeah.
What was that? The Crokunk? What the fuck is the big guys? The Carlor? Carlor. What the fuck is the big dude's called? That he crushes with the door?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
The Rorschach.
No.
I'm getting warmer.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You don't even
Rorschach
know.
is not closer.
The Carjack, the Kordak, the Kodak, the Roostak, the Roosnack.
Which one is
The
it? Return of
Torbeck?
the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return
He gets
of the
thrown in
Jedi.
the pit. There's the
Return.
Sarlacc pit, but then there's also like the Karlork, the big troll thing, the Karlak,
How about Monster Guy?
the Rancor.
Yeah, the Rancor.
I was not gonna even get close to that.
Somebody was screaming at their TV when we were trying to think of that.
The Rancor.
Wow, what a
You know what's funny is I think I
clown.
named like a bunch of different Star Wars species before. I think Twi'lek is like what Aayla Secura is.
I don't think that Rorschach was close though.
Rorschach. Well, Rorschach can be whatever you think it is when you look at it. You know, some people they see a Rancor, some
Rorschach
people see Ethan
is-
Hawke.
From
Watchmen.
Yeah, and that movie's incredible.
Do you think Dr. Manhattan should just show up in the Marvel universe and go, "Sure," and then just that'd be so sick?
that should be the last one?
I want that to happen right now. I want Dr. Manhattan just show up and just be like, "Sure."
Yeah, he's
And
like, this isn't making as much money as it
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah. And then it fades to black and it comes up and it's just Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. That's a good idea, and that'd be meta as fuck if they did that.
Is Watchmen part of the Marvel universe?
I don't think it is. I think,
It's its own thing.
yeah, I think.
Do you think
I
Captain Underpants is part of the Watchmen universe?
wasn't Watchmen a different studio? something?
Starbreeze Studios.
Watchmen, 2009. Holy shit!
The end is nigh. That was the game they made. That was a cool game. It was a beat 'em
Warner
up.
Brothers.
DC Comics.
It's DC.
So that's like fucking Batman and shit.
Well, that explains it, dude. You know, that's why
David
it's way,
Hayter.
That's why it's way darker and cooler.
Solid Snake wrote the screenplay for fucking Watchmen?
Yeah.
What? Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
I mean, there you go, Zack Snyder again, right?
Yeah, he did Dawn of the Dead.
Dude, I mean,
That
come
might
on.
be the best zombie movie I've ever seen. The remake of Dawn of the Dead. It's either that or Shaun of the Dead. I think those are the two best zombie movies ever made.
Mhm. Yeah.
Click David Hayter. That's fucking insane. That's Solid Snake, dude. And he wrote X-Men. I did know that. He wrote X-Men and X2. I didn't know he wrote Watchmen. That's insane.
That is crazy, actually.
He voiced King Shark on The Flash. Metal Gear.
I don't think The Flash, like a TV show?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Other names. Sean Barker.
How do you... Wait, what? He has another name
That's not right.
Oh, that's weird. Sometimes you have another name, you know what I mean? Just for no reason. And
Like Ichiro.
this is one of the guys that has it. You know what I mean?
Huh.
It wasn't by choice, but that is what
But
it is.
yeah, so anyway, Dr. Manhattan is cool, and I think he should just
Yeah.
show up in Marvel.
Those
and
are
be
the
like,
types. That's the type of superhero movie I want, though. Like I
a
like the dark
and gritty
ones.
one.
Yeah,
Like The Dark Knight. That shit was cool.
it was.
I like superhero movies where nothing good happens.
Yeah, I like when the bad guys win, and actually, that's what Watchmen is. Like there's no happy ending.
No.
Spoiler, I guess, but it's from 2009 or whatever we just said it was.
Yeah, that movie came out when I was 12. That's insane.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that.
There's like a fucking 4.5 hour long cut of that movie.
Yeah,
It's sick.
it is a really good movie. Like they,
Dude, he did some bangers, bro. He did Dawn of the Dead. He did fucking 300. He did fucking Watchmen. He did
Halo 3,
Halo 3.
he did Halo 4,
He did
Halo
Fallout 3.
Yeah, Halo 2,
Halo Wars.
Gears of Wars, 1 and 2.
Did you see that they're firing a bunch of people from like Bungie and stuff? Did you see that?
Firing people from Bungie.
They laid off a bunch of people at Bungie Studios.
Well, Well, they're basically done with Destiny too, so like they're just doing episode type shit anyway now. So
So what do you think? Are they
they're
done
gonna do
making
another
games?
one. They'll make a third one.
A third Destiny?
Mm-hmm.
Will it be good?
Yeah, but they need to change their model because that's how you get people in. Like they decided to go free to play, which was a good move, but then the problem is you don't. What they should do is they can do it the way they're doing it if they want. However, what they need to do is allow free to play players to, after a certain, like, have timed releases. Have people pay like $40 for the expansion, and then after a year it comes out to everybody in the free to play pool. So that way you can still play it free to play, but you can still also play the content. That's the biggest problem. It's like, yeah, it's free to play, but like
You have to buy all the other.
you play nothing,
Mhm.
and then you have to buy everything. It's like if they did timed release for free to play, that'd be awesome. Or even if they just discounted them.
We were talking about this the other day, and I've been really starting to kind of be itching to pick up Final Shape. I really might do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I liked it. And I think it wrapped things up nicely. But also, like, you know, now there's like questions about what they're going to do with Destiny 3. And they still can go a lot of different ways. When you kill the big bad, it's like there's just a power vacuum. So now you can say whatever you fucking want.
Right.
It's so open-ended. But they did a good job balancing it so that you can jump in from any point. Like, I stopped playing for a while. I could jump back in and I caught up pretty quick. That's what I like. I don't like when they fucking make you have to catch up on all the old fucking content and shit. I don't want that. That's one thing they've done right. But I do think they need to make it more accessible. It's like people don't want to pay $60 a year or whatever for a game they bought already.
Right.
And some, like, people play, it's like subscription games are a thing. And people do that, like World of Warcraft and shit.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, even like iRacing or whatever. It's like people will pay for a subscription, but you got to be making sure that your game's good and your content coming out is consistently good. Sometimes Destiny has weaker expansions. Sometimes they're hit or miss. Some of them are fucking really good. But with Destiny 2, it's hard to trust your sources because the people who play it are wicked big Destiny fans. The guys that are reviewing those are wicked big Destiny fans, so they're going to give it like a higher rating. Or they're going to be hard on it when maybe it really wasn't that bad. You know, they I don't know. Destiny has a lot of players. Still does.
It's got like 100,000, right?
Yeah, and it's pretty good for considering how old the game is.
It's got crossplay, right?
Yeah. It's cross save and
that's cool as hell.
I believe it's cross platform. I know it's cross save. Do another dip there.
Yeah. I need Baldur's Gate 3. It just hit its 1 year anniversary. I haven't played it in like 6 months, which is insane.
I can't believe it's just been a year already, but
yeah. Apparently crossplay comes out when the final update comes out at the end of September.
You know what else is put in crossplay? Rainbow Six Siege.
That's hilarious.
That game has been out since like
2015, 2014.
Oh man, it's been out for a long time. That was one of the first games for. It was like a mid life of like the last gen, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where's it gonna tell me?
2015.
Release. Wow. 2015.
So that came out when Obama was still in office. That's fucked up.
Is Rainbow Six bad for a 13-year-old?
No, it's bad for anybody that plays
What's
it.
the most frequent answer? You're gonna kill or save hostages. A lot of yelling and swearing. It's fine for kids. 13-year-old is like,
You're fine.
yeah, like what the fuck?
I was playing
probably-
Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, and nowadays you're probably having sex and shit now at 13. It's like, who cares?
They're probably already addicted to nicotine by 13.
And meth and and firearms. They're probably addicted to firearms
yeah.
by 13 nowadays. Explosives, they're addicted to those. Traps, they're addicted to traps by 13 by now.
Guaranteed. One of the things that they did, and it will always upset me, is that there's no fucking terrorist hunt.
There was.
What? There was.
There was terrorist hunt when the game came out,
And it's gone?
and they removed it.
Really?
And that's when I stopped playing Rainbow Six Siege.
I had no idea that it had it.
Yep.
That's insane.
They had
Wasn't
it.
there
They
some
had everything,
stupid
dude. It had
spin on
like
it?
density, like it was the same way you had like
I hate that.
fucking Vegas and Vegas too. And then they said, nah.
We're going to pass
It was
on
like the
that.
only thing I played. Like, I don't like how hardcore it is.
No.
I wanted to casually play the game, and you can't do that. There is no casual mode. You go to casual mode, and you are sweating because it's the only way.
Yeah.
And everybody's cheesing the map and shit and fucking camping, shooting through walls. I don't like it. I feel like we talked about that before.
Yeah, it's a shame because I liked all the other Rainbow Six games. I also saw that like fucking Chaos Theory is $3 on Steam. Splinter Cell 3 Chaos Theory. Did you ever play that one?
Yeah, Chaos Theory is great.
That was pretty cool. For $3, that's like a steal, basically.
I played Pandora Tomorrow,
That
the original, and Chaos Theory. And then
Yeah.
I also played Conviction, which wasn't bad. That was on the 360, I think.
that was when you could fucking throw furniture at people, right? Was that
yeah,
the one?
But you were Sam Fisher, but you weren't like,
You weren't a spy anymore. It was like a Jason Bourne
yeah.
thing.
You were just like a guy, and
Yeah.
but you were like repelling and shit.
It was
for
like
some reason.
whoever was in charge of Splinter Cell at the time, just they were obsessed with watching Man on Fire over and over again.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like with Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 is just Man on Fire.
Yeah, I never played the Max Payne games really.
I bought 3 for the
I hear they're really good,
Yeah.
which I actually heard they're pretty. Like the story's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
I can't. It's like hard for me to go back and just like I have too much. Like I play too many games concurrently.
Right.
Like I'm playing. Like I fucking play NHL and then I'll play a game like of the show or something.
You'll play like Helldivers.
Yeah, and like jump
Madden.
around. And I have
Fucking-
like 8 games that I play like regularly.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm playing Resident Evil 1, 2, 4, and 7. And I'm playing The Outer Wilds and Red Dead 2. Still.
I
I got to a point in Red Dead 2 where I'm like, I don't want to continue the story because it just gets like sadder and sadder.
Oh, it's going.
It's
It
going
went on the sad
Yeah.
train.
Yeah, like Red Dead 2 starts off pretty bleak. Have you played it? You've finished it?
No, didn't finish it.
I think we talked about this. No, you know what? We
I
talked
played the
about
first one, and I know that goes like
it.
down
it-
and then comes back
Oh,
up.
yeah.
That one has dips.
The second or the first one,
The first
is-
game, you think it's like over, and then you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I guess I'm a different guy now."
yep. And now then it's like, I think the coolest thing they did with
And
the
then there's
first.
another like 200 hours of the fucking.
That's what
game.
the second one is like. It's even better. Well, for some people, it's probably worse, but for me, it's better. I love the second one. You finish the game. You know, like I'm fucking 75 hours into this playthrough. This is my fourth playthrough. 75 hours in, Act 4 or Chapter 4, whatever they call it, right? Out of 7 technically. But I'll probably be done with all 6 chapters by like 100 hours. And then when you get to epilogue, which is where you play as somebody else, and it's the lead in to the next game, because it's technically the lead in to the first one, because 2 is the prequel. It's probably another 20 hours. Like the first game was like another 6 or 7 hours after you beat it. Second game is literally a whole extra game. It's insane. It's so cool.
The problem with it is like they say it's 6-7 hours, but like when you play it, you're off track all the time. So it's 200 hours. Because no one fucking plays those games like strictly main quest type of shit.
That's why I had to uninstall GTA 5 from the computer because my plan was to just speed through the campaign because I've gone through it like 18,000 times, but I never do. I just always am like, I got to make sure everybody has cool cars. I got to make sure Franklin has a cool bicycle, give everybody cool haircuts, give everybody cool
I have it
clothes,
on PC.
give everybody way too many tattoos.
I bought it on PC towards the end of the Xbox One lifespan, but I think it's because I built a PC that could handle it at the time, and then it was running at 60 frames, which I wanted, and the cool thing is like they have a ton of awesome mods for that game, but like it seems like all these photorealistic mods now are just like, let's just add wetness and we'll make reflections.
They're like screen space reflections and wetness.
Thanks
like,
for burning my CPU up for no reason.
Dithering.
It's like, okay, yeah, it looks cool, but like it doesn't though. It's like way too much.
I don't like it. I've been playing most of my games vanilla lately. Like even like Bethesda games, I don't play with mods anymore. Fallout and Skyrim and stuff. I'm so tired of mods. I'm so tired of graphical enhancements. Just let me play the game. I'm just gonna play the game and go.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, can't do it.
Yeah.
Unreal, dude. I totally lost my train of thought.
I had something I was gonna say,
Same.
and then it's gone. I don't know. Stealth games are just not a thing anymore, if you think about it.
Stealth games?
Yeah.
They're horror games now. That's the problem with stealth games. Most
Yeah.
stealth games are fucking just like Outlast clones, which is fine.
Which they already kind of spooked you sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you're the one trying to sneak around. You're trying to scare them, but most of the time you get spooked.
They already, like, this is the thing, and I guess you could say this about a lot, but...
You just muted your mic.
No way. With stealth games, I think they already perfected them. They already made the best ones they're gonna make, you know? Like, I think it's the new Hitman games. That's like peak stealth for me. For pure stealth games. Because each room is like a puzzle. And each target is a puzzle, like each target's like a variable. But then you can also say like the Metal Gear games, Metal Gear Solid games, Thief. Those games were cool.
I miss
Splinter Cell. Those were good. You know.
Well, even Ghost Recon had like a good
Ghost
amount
Recon
of stealth.
was cool. That was stealth based. But you know,
Future Soldier was really good. I thought Future Soldier was super good.
I liked that one.
That game got. I feel like didn't get appreciated the way it should have.
I got like 6s and 7s.
It came out in a weird, sort of towards the end of the 360 lifespan, didn't it? It looked really good. Like for what it was, it looked really good, but it was weird. Like when you crouch, you get like the auto camo.
That shit was sick. Metal Gear Solid 4 had that, the octo camo. But I guess
even
like,
fucking Army of Two had it. But that was like an aggro system.
Well, there's like stealth games. There's games that have stealth in them, but they aren't stealth games. Like Last of Us has stealth in it, but you wouldn't say Last of Us is a stealth game. You know,
I play it really stealthy though. It depends on how you do it.
Far Cry isn't a stealth game, but I only play that game with silencers and bows. Give me the compound bow only, and let me like free animals from cages.
You know, Assassin's Creed is a stealth game in a way, but the newer ones kind of aren't. You know,
I forget about those games.
Like the first couple were
I haven't
definitely
played them in years.
Stealth games. And
Black Flag.
And there's like the only way to get full synchronization on those games is to do there's like always little quests in each mission where they're like achieve or finish the mission without being detected or whatever. But like people don't always hit all those. In Black Flag, I'm close to getting every one of those. Every like full synchronization, like 100%. So that's what I I just reinstalled it. I want to try and fucking do it. It's hard though, because like there's certain missions where it's like for some reason I didn't like some of the trailing missions where you're kind of like you're just like following a target, listening to them for a certain amount of time, and then you have to also not be detected and be in like a crowd for a certain amount of time or whatever. I don't know. Some of it's tedious because you've played the game before. And standing around listening to a conversation isn't that fun sometimes. I still think 4 is the best one.
Yeah. 2 and 4.
I think Valhalla is really good.
I like all the ones where you play as Ezio. Those are good.
Yeah.
I like the very first one, even though it's really simple. I liked the first one a lot.
Valhalla is honestly one of the better looking games I've ever seen.
I own it, apparently. I don't know how I own it, but I own it on PC.
The world, like the actual world itself, just looks so good. It really does look
Is
really
it a good game?
I like it, but it's like you gotta like Assassin's Creed.
Huh.
And it's a little different because it's like Viking based, which is cool. I love that.
Is it still like you're a dude in a fucking tube from the future?
You're in an Animus, yeah.
Ah.
But there's not a lot of outside the. I don't think there's any outside of the Animus scenes that I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there is. Maybe there is some, but whatever. I was just fucking go through them. They're usually not long.
Did they the Far Cry games? Those are those okay? I haven't played them in a while. They're all the same to me. Ubisoft games.
I haven't really played them.
Ghost Recon. Wildlands. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Breakpoint's good. I like Breakpoint. Psh. I didn't like Wildlands, and it's funny because like a lot of the Ghost Recon fans say the opposite. They're like,
they don't like
Wildlands is
Breakpoint.
good
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Breakpoint's trash.
Played them.
Yeah, I thought Breakpoint was good.
Hmm.
And then I went back to play Wildlands. I was like, this just isn't. It just didn't feel good to play. It wasn't like polished for some reason. But it's also like squad based. We need more squad shooters, really. There's some on PC now. Like Ready or Not, I think is a squad based game.
It's a SWAT game.
I don't know, like even Arma 3 and shit like that. But what's the other one? Oh, so Body Cam. I want to try that. It's kind of. It looks like the game fucking Unrecord or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that where they give you. It's like a body cam view, but it's supposed to be like photorealism looking shit. It looks really nice, but I just want to know how they play because there has to be some kind of dead zone with the way your gun moves.
Yeah, like an Insurgency.
There is in that, yeah. Insurgency's great.
Insurgency's really, really great. I want to play that again soon.
I just installed it.
Did you really? I actually did today too.
Because I've been dying for like a tactical shooter.
Yep. That's one of the best. Probably
Yep.
the best. I can't think of.
It's on Game Pass.
Which is crazy. It's got crossplay too.
I put it on my Xbox because I haven't played it on there yet.
Just fucking mop up pubs, dude. Well, I don't play PvP. PvP in that game is insane. That's a whole different breed of shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they put the competitive matchmaking in, and me, you, and Wes, and other people tried to play it. And that was just not.
No. I like fighting the fucking.
I love the
the
AI
bots.
is insane.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that's the problem. And the game mode's fun enough where you're like pushing.
Yeah, and playing with a controller isn't that bad. Honestly,
We'll see. How do you lean with the controller? Is it analog? Push the analog sticks or something?
I think you hold Y.
Hold Y and then lean. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll map it to my
Your bumpers,
paddles.
or maybe it's auto lean. Maybe that's what it is. I think you lean automatically, or at least that's how I have it set up.
I liked it on PC with
EW or whatever.
yeah.
EA.
Or no, it's Q and
E.
yeah, I think it is Q and E.
think anybody's asleep listening to us
Yeah,
talk about this right
probably.
now.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't mind. I fucking love Insurgency. Killing Floor is great as well for like squad shooters.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big discussion. I was blowing
Wow,
up.
we've done an hour and a half. Holy
We're
shit.
sending it. I was blowing up the Dark and Darker group chat. And saw that Killing Floor 3, which is supposed to come out by
The
the end of the year.
Reckoning.
Killing Floor 3, The Reckoning, is allegedly going to be a hero shooter, PvE, that takes place in the future.
Stop with the...
I'm so tired of the hero shooter.
Yeah, stop
Now,
with it.
I got to give a shout out to Dave because he kind of quelled my fury by saying, like, it's probably still going to be fun, which it probably still is going to be fun.
Yeah, but stop with the hero shooters stuff.
I don't want the special abilities.
I'm so irritated by it because half the time it's fucking you gotta buy a new operator or whatever, and it's like, why? First of all, Siege like is the problem that I have. I think a lot of it is what I see in Siege because like they put out a new operator, or they just have ones that are clearly overpowered, and everybody wants to use them. When you are at the point, I might have said this before, when you're at the point where you have to allow players to ban certain operators in ranked modes,
Yeah.
you have done something wrong because you haven't balanced them properly. It's like, and some of the, like Team Fortress 2 you can play, and every class is balanced pretty well. Like, I never had a problem getting kills with any class. Even Overwatch was pretty good with that.
That's where my sourness comes from, is Overwatch, because it's like you have to keep playing the game to keep up with the meta, to keep up with the new characters, and then they're only unlockable
that's
through
the
battle
problem.
passes, or they're only unlockable like the way that League of Legends does it, where they'll give you a character for free, and it's a wicked good character, and then they put the character on sale. Like, what they'll do is they'll announce a character, they'll be nasty, and then like the first week, it'll be free.
Yeah.
And then once it's not free anymore and you buy it, they nerf it. Seen it.
Yeah.
Many such cases.
Like, live service is great, but the way you manage it is everything. Like, honestly, people talk shit about Helldivers because they don't put enough out, but like, I think they're doing just enough. Like,
Yeah.
they're bleeding just enough content out to where you still come back once in a while. The game isn't like super, super crazy replayable because all you're doing is shooting aliens and shit. But they put enough content out where you're like, oh, cool, I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
They nerfed the incendiary breaker, which I don't like.
Is that the
They
fire
didn't
shotgun?
nerf it like the power or anything, but they pulled 2 mags off of your reserves.
I noticed that. I was playing the other day. I feel like you carry a lot less ammo
Yeah.
than you used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that gun though. I'm still gonna use it. But
I just got a fucking. I signed in the other day because they announced that they were putting
In one of the updates, I say the other day, it was probably weeks ago. But they put the update out that made it so you have a limit on your fucking stars or whatever,
oh yeah,
or for your credits.
major orders and
Yeah, so like I just signed in to spend all my credits, and I got the pistol that regenerates, the sickle or the scythe. Sick. The beam pistol.
I still use the grenade pistol.
I didn't even know there was a grenade pistol. That's crazy.
It's from one of the
I haven't played that game in a long time.
war
I
bonds.
mean, I say a long time, even though I played it recently, but like, there was something about it when it first came out that I wish I could get back, and I think I need them to add in the Illuminate.
yeah,
They
yeah,
need to put the third faction in.
yeah, they do need to do that.
Because I didn't like fighting the robots, except when it was on Malevolent Creek or whatever.
I don't mind it. I just figured I just like it way better with the
With the bugs.
Terminids.
It's scarier.
Yeah, and it's more I don't know.
It's more bug-like.
There's more to it, like the dismembering them, and like there's more weak points.
It almost feels like you're playing fucking against the Dead Space monsters.
kind of, yeah.
Because you can like shoot their legs off and they'll still keep crawling after you.
I finally watched Starship Troopers.
Finally? What do you mean
I've
finally?
never seen it before. and I watched it like a month ago.
And we're just talking about it now,
yeah.
dude.
What
What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. I actually really liked it. It's
It's
fucking so cool because it's like the gore is just like campy enough where it's like fun. And I don't know, it's like the story's pretty basic and everything, but it's super fucking cool.
Loved
It's
it.
like a fun movie.
I love the love square they have going on
Mhm.
between fucking Casper Van Dien, Denise Richards,
Yeah.
Dizzy, and the fucking swarthy lieutenant or whatever. That's one of those movies where every time I go to rewatch it, I forget that the first like 45 minutes takes place in high school.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like
setup
a
is weird.
fucking high school like romance movie for the first act.
Yeah.
And then like I also forget that like as soon as Neil Patrick Harris makes it into the military, he's just actually dressed like a SS officer the whole time. He's
Yeah,
got
that's
like
true.
a fucking trench coat on and the
Yeah.
um
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I love that movie. The movie's great. I think it's funny that the humans are the bad guys the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And it's
And,
like it's brutal enough, but also they have fun with it. Like,
Oh my
it's-
god.
It's
got
not meant to be like super serious.
so many fucking amazing moments, but it almost seems like it was a movie where like the cast, everybody was in on the joke except for the cast. Like
Yeah, but that's what you want.
like it seemed like yeah. It almost seemed like everybody what's what I'm looking for.
I feel like that's
They was like simultaneously like overacted and underacted. Like there were some parts where it just seemed way too way too drippy. Like there was this it's like okay, tone it down a bit.
oh okay.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
sorta.
people like over exaggerating,
Mhm.
flanderizing. Like it's one of the things that's good about it. But
Yeah, sometimes it's funny like when I like when movies are unintentionally like they do something unintentionally and makes them good. Like I feel like have you ever seen Airplane? You've seen Airplane, right?
yeah.
So they're like acting straight, but like the lines
Yeah,
are made to be comedy.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
But like the acting straight is what makes it funny. Like the deadpan delivery, like the way that they're delivering it. It like that movie is just so, like I can't think of another movie that lives up to that level. Airplane is fucking incredible.
Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah, well I still think Airplane's better. Airplane is just so fucking good, dude.
I think it's close. I think it's closer than you think.
No,
Mars Attacks versus Airplane. Mars Attacks has Jack Nicholson in it twice.
but that's not fair because you're not even in the atmosphere anymore. Like that's a Mars thing.
Pierce
It's not-
Brosnan.
It's Mars. It's not like Airplane's
Jack
just
Black.
in the sky.
Do you think Airplane is better than Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not just about the snakes, it's the whole airplane.
Do you think going back to Starship
Plus
Troopers,
it has Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It does. Going back to Starship Troopers, what was your favorite scene in the whole film?
The one where they shoot the aliens. They shoot at the aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That was your favorite shit.
Yeah.
Was it when
I like the scene after, so they show it twice, where the reporter's there, right after they land.
Yeah.
But I like the second time they show it.
Yes, where it's them getting fucked up
Yeah,
when they take
yeah.
down. Yes.
Because then it shows the
that's
context.
literally what I was going to say.
Yeah, yeah.
That's literally like the scene where they're getting all beefed up and badass, and you
Yeah.
think it's about to be like aliens,
Yeah. And then they get there
and then it
they're
is
like,
exactly like
"Oh,
aliens.
fuck, this is bad."
It's like they're like, yeah, it's just another bug hunt, and then they're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then it's just a huge army of fucking, and they
And then
get fucked up
They
bad.
put Johnny Rico in the fucking the tube.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best.
And then yeah, dude. And then like I said, I always forget that the first like half hour of that movie is a fucking sports movie.
Mhm.
It's a high school sports drama.
Yeah, it was weird the way they.
It's also funny that they're all from Brazil.
Like
I went into it completely blind because I hadn't really heard
that's
anything
crazy to me that you
So,
never.
about it. I mean, I had always heard about it, but like didn't really know anything about it. I was like, all right, well, this is like kind of interesting the way this, like, what are they doing? How are they setting this
Would
up?
you like to know more?
And then I was like, okay, like as soon as like the first like dismemberment happened, you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, this took a turn.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how this is gonna go.
Oh, like when
Yeah, because it changes the vibe of the movie.
Do you mean when they show like the alien killing the cow in the beginning, or like when the guy gets killed in the fucking training segment? Medic.
That
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
you're
that-
like,
that-
what the fuck?
it changes completely, and you're like, whoa.
They give him the lashes.
Mhm.
Yep. That movie's insane.
Yeah,
Don't
it
watch any of the other ones. They're all fucking bad.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. I looked it up and I was like, what's up with the other ones? And everybody's like, nope, don't do that.
Yep, you can't. But yeah, no, it's funny because Helldivers is actually just Starship
It
Troopers.
is that,
So they
yeah.
just it's really cool.
There
I
is a
love it.
Starship Troopers game.
There is a Starship Troopers game. And apparently, it's not that bad.
It's not bad, apparently, yeah.
But I love that we just said the same thing, but just backwards.
I
right
would
there.
put that
It was
on.
like a palindrome.
I would put that on my wish list is what I should do and just see when it goes on sale. If it drops to like a good price, you could pick it up and try it or whatever. I do that with a lot of shit. There's so much shit on I get emails like all the time for my Steam wish list because shit's always on sale.
Yeah.
But I have so many things on there that like they're like games that I like want to check out, but they're not low enough. The discount isn't low enough until it's like 80%. There's one not for broadcast. Have you seen that? It's called Not for Broadcast, and it's like you control like some kind of like you basically control propaganda or some shit like that. It was very weird, the concept of it. I looked at it, I was like, that seems interesting. And then I add it, and now it's like it's just on there. And every time it goes on sale, even if it's like 10% off, I get a fucking notification. But I'm not gonna buy it 10% off. I want to buy it when it's fucking $3.99 or whatever.
Yeah. Like, let me know when it's really cheap.
Yeah, let me know when it's actually on sale.
There's a bunch of really cheap games on Steam right now.
Yeah, there's always cheap games on Steam, but
Good ones. Borderlands 3, which I liked a lot. I liked more than
Shower with Your
Borderlands 2.
Dad Simulator,
2015.
Hand Simulator,
Borderland Simulator.
Mount Your Friends.
Did you see that they made a Borderlands movie?
No,
They should have called it Boredom
Oh.
Lands.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about
Have
this?
you heard
we
about
gotta, we gotta start doing this like a talk show. That's what
Yeah.
we need to do. Yeah, like be like, so Borderlands is in the news. Have you seen this?
It fucking debuts at a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, folks. Bro, you casted Kevin Hart to be Roland. Put Kevin Hart in your movie, but don't have him play the toughest guy in the game.
Yeah, fair.
Put Kevin Hart in as...
He's always the funny guy. They always make him like the.
They
funny
should have had... Because I think Jack Black was Claptrap. They should have had Kevin Hart be Claptrap.
They're the same typecast. Like
Jack
they're
Black
always
and
in.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, like the guy who's harmless, kind of, but
Yeah.
also goofy.
Yeah, Goopy.
Not goopy. He's goopy. He's globby.
Droopy.
He globs and goops a lot. Did we ever talk about goops and globs on the show?
Probably. I feel like Jack Black and Kevin Hart would be really good in a Borderlands film if the movie was good, but apparently it's not even like the casting is bad. People are like the movie's just not good. It's like a bad
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff.
Well, Halo got canceled. Did you see that?
Fucking yeah. Dude, my parents are not happy about that.
How the fuck?
I'm not kidding. My parents loved that show.
Oh my god.
That's who that show was for.
Yeah, for people
It
who
was for
just
Gen
didn't play
Xers.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did it go that long is what I'm trying to figure out. It should have been canceled the second the first episode came out, and they were like, we ruined it. Here, check this out. We ruined it.
Were you there when we were breaking it down on Discord, like how bad the first episode was?
Yeah, I remember that.
When we showed all the fucked up CGI, where when they slide the assault rifle to the other soldier, it's literally just a PNG sliding across the screen.
That's fucking
It goes from
hilarious.
having some of the coolest CGI I've seen
to like shoehorning
to
in.
literally just Adobe After Effects. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there weren't really. It's not like it blew my mind, but some of the set pieces and what I did watch, it could have been so cool. Watching it without volume, the show was sick. That was actually how I watched it at first. Was I didn't have volume.
Well, like the problem I have with it is that the story's already there. It's already done for you, and it was done right already.
Yeah.
People liked it already, so just do that. Like, huh? What are we trying to do? What was the goal?
Yeah, it's like how with the Last of Us show, they just knocked it out of the park by just doing the game.
How did they not know though? How did they not know that
Didn't
was going to
they
be the
purposefully
response?
say that they didn't want people to take the story from the game? They said a bunch of really like out of pocket shit. when
It
they were
didn't
making
make
the
any
show.
sense. None of it made any
Like
sense.
they were literally like, one of them was like, "I've only read the books," you know,
But
which is insane.
the
Because
story
they
is
didn't
already
even get
good.
it right from the books. Is the same story.
Yeah,
As the I don't know.
it's expanded universe is what it is.
What they should have done is they should have done the show and they should have started with Halo Reach.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have done that. But the story's already good, so why change it? Is what I'm not understanding. Like you're
They think
going
they can
their
do it better.
argument is like they think they can win a different audience or something, but
They
like
think, no, they just think they can do better. They don't respect video games as an art form. So they're like, well, the story only worked because you're playing the game. So they don't want it to do it. You know? It only works if you fully adapt the script like Last of Us did. It's pretty close, if not 1-to-1. There's probably bits and pieces that are different that I just don't care to mention. Or you
Yeah.
do what Fallout did, which I didn't watch all the way through. I didn't really like it as much as most people, but they did a whole completely different story and killed it. You can't do a mix match.
yeah.
You can't do like plot threads.
Pick a lane.
Yeah, you can't do like, plot threads from this one and then they end with this one. That makes no sense. I think it's weird that they picked just the most bland looking guy to be Master Chief.
Just
too.
guy 08 or
Literally,
whatever.
like, why
Yeah.
you just actually picked the blandest looking guy?
But also,
I don't care
just-
who it, but like,
They didn't need to not have a helmet. Like the character was good enough in the story that they already had laid out for them to not have to talk very much.
right.
That is the character. You changed the character.
'Cause
The
they thought they
main
could do it better.
protagonist you changed. That's the problem. Why would you do that? It's like if you put out okay, let's put out a Michael Jordan movie, but it'll be like kind of Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? It'll be like a different guy, and he like almost wins a couple championships, but like not really. You know what I mean?
They're like, we're gonna go see Like Mike, but it's actually like Alan, and it's an Alan Iverson movie where
Yeah.
he just keeps getting he's like really, really good.
Yeah. It's like the LeBron James version of the
Space Jam.
Space Jam. If Space Jam never happened and Space Jam was a video game. If Space Jam was a video game and that came out as the movie, the LeBron James one. Is there a Space Jam video game? Let's look that one up.
Guaranteed.
It's probably a PSP game.
It's on Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color. PSP. The Space Jam was in like 90.
Yeah, but the PSP
Something.
had what was the other PSP
96?
game that it had? There was a PSP game that was for some random shit last time.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Space Jam the game. There has to be one. Yeah, Space Jam video game.
PlayStation 1. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
You own it.
Wait, Space Jam a newly. Oh, that's the movie, right? Yeah. Space Jam play game online. Play classic games online. All right, let's just play it. Would you like to install virus? Yes. And this is a sketchy website, huh? Playclassic.games. Look at all the ads. Ew.
Wait. Go up. What was that game called? Pool of Radiance? Click that. What is that?
Pool of Radiance, D&D.
Oh, that's a D&D book. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
it is
really
a
excited
D&D
about
book.
that. I was really hoping that was like an SNES game called Pool of Radiance.
I can't believe I'm seeing this right
Play it
now.
online. Click right there.
That looks like such an ad, though, doesn't it?
Look at the bottom left corner. Did you see that?
Yeah,
now it's Danny
That's
DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Before it was Danny DeVito, it was like a fucked up Mario 64. Did you see that?
This is all. I'm gonna try and play it online. Oh, it's
Install
trying to
TikTok.
install TikTok for some reason.
There it is.
What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Anyway, it is a PS1 game.
In
Huh.
the Sega Saturn
Yeah, gameplay.
by Acclaim.
Daffy Duck takes part in a game where he has to
Sculptured
find parts
software.
of Michael Jordan's uniform, avoiding the family dog Charles. Okay, that's from the movie. So that's good. In between quarters, mini games such as Shootout, Space Race, and Hall of Hijinks are available. That's good. I like that there's mini games in between the quarters. After the second quarter, Bugs takes part in a mini game where he has to find water bottles containing Michael's secret stuff. Well, that seems great. You play a game of basketball. You also, in between every quarter, for some reason, play a mini game. You know what I mean? That's good shit.
It uses the NBA Jam engine.
That's a thing.
Yep. Click the
NBA
developer.
Jam Extreme.
Oh, it's got Sean Kemp on the cover.
Huh. Wait, I don't remember NBA Jam Extreme.
It was only for the Saturn.
Huh.
No, that can't be right.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Maybe. But click Sculptured Software. I love
Wait,
looking
so
at...
that's the engine? It's probably not that bad of a game, then.
I want to see what fucking weird games they've made. Whoever made the... What the fuck? Sculptured Software
What?
includes Super Star Wars, Doom, Mortal
It's just
Kombat, Mortal Kombat.
It's just
Acclaim
a
acquired them in 95 and
third installment of the Legends of Wrestling series. I didn't know they did that.
Acclaim Studios Austin. Legends of Wrestling, was that a good game?
Yeah, you remember the first one? That one.
No shit. No. I wasn't allowed to play wrestling games as a kid till SmackDown vs. Raw. Don't ask me why. I don't know why.
Legends. Okay, so this game was weird because it was. Oh, here it is. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Legends of Wrestling game. It was like, if I'm remembering it correctly, the roster wasn't big. How the fuck am I ever gonna find? There we go. But all the characters were really kind of cartoony and goofy. What the fuck? A memory card was inserted. PS2. Oh, okay. Yeah, like the animations are pretty good in this. This is a weird game because it was kind of... I don't even know what engine this was on, but it played okay. It was one of those wrestling games that didn't really get talked about a lot, I guess. But it was all old school guys. And for some reason they're in like a gymnasium or whatever, but... Hulk Hogan, you got, Randy Savage, you got Jerry the King Lawler, you got the Road Warriors, you got Bret Hart, you know what I mean? All the classics. I don't know. There were so many fucking wrestling games back then that
That looks insane to me. That looks like it's from a bizarre reality.
it is. It's from a different world.
Yeah.
Which I was in somehow.
I don't know.
So,
You got anything to plug?
I'll just my stand-up dates.
Yeah, you got any dates coming up?
All my stand-up.
There's a wall there.
Yeah, there's a wall.
We've gone like 2 hours.
Yeah. Fun
Getting
times.
snoozy.
Oh shit! I wonder if America lost in basketball.
We'll see.
Because that game.
Should we reveal it to the audience? Of like 2 people that are listening now?
Oh wow.
Did they lose?
No, they won by 4.
They were down by 17 at a point. They were down by 11 at halftime.
There you go.
So that's pretty
so they
awesome.
gotta play the Germany?
That's they play France.
France won, yeah.
France in France. And
Oh shit.
yep.
That's an away game, dog.
Yeah. That's really funny too.
That's not fair. They get their home field advantage.
In the Olympics.
Yeah, that seems unfair.
They're done for, dude.
Yeah, it's over.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, that's at 140. That's 140 right there.
There it is.
Dang it, we should have made it an hour and 40. We went 10 minutes over that.
Oh. We'll make up for it next time. Shit.
We'll save this one. We'll make this one 150.
Yeah. That's the plan.
The things I do for love.
Yep. That's it. Thank you for listening this far somehow. I don't know how you did it this time. We talked about games a lot this week. Go to our dubby.gg and get your tubby of dubby.
Tub one out.
Use our promo code. And that's it. All right, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks.